Crimson_Ricky is first to the stream.
Okay, I think we are just about ready to go. How's everyone doing today? Hi, Badcap. Hey, Crimson. I see Crimson redeemed the first and told me to hydrate. I shall do that. I understand Crimson's playing Rocket League right now, so it's all good. I think my phone and my laptop are all good. Go ahead and swap it over. So, I did not do... Do you regret the challenge? If I... you're going through Pokemon... No, you are going through Super Smash Bros. Ultimate World of Light mode with no skill tree and on a fresh save file, so you have to unlock the characters. Is that correct? Anyway, I did not do any grinding. I should have. And the grinding I have to do is we gotta get some berries so we can make the Omega and Alpha donut recipe. So I need to save like some of these better donuts. And what I'm going to do is prioritize probably calories. Whoops. And I think if I use Pashio for pure calories for time limit, I think we'll be okay. We'll see how it goes. Access to... Wait, you're in the first third. Everyone is one-shotting you and you can't get Jigglypuff. You need that rest power. Access to a secret Pokemon. There's a secret Pokemon for a quest. So the Pokemon is needed for a quest, but how is it secret? We gotta get berries, and I plan to go probably one of these 4 stars. Maybe I'll reset just to try to get a Pokemon that I haven't gotten yet. Or I go here. I go here. Wind Fight Guardian Jigglypuff is impossible to get. Yeah, you have to beat certain missions to get the wind to stop to get access to certain areas, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I played. What? If you have Canary Bread, go to the roof and building and unlock a secret crest. Oh my god. I did not know that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this Canary Bread. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have... There you are, kid. Come rushing to get your paws on some Canary Bread, did ya? Not only is it shaped like my grandkid's face, it's the best darn bread around. Even Grisham likes it. It's delectable, adorable, and delectadorable. Here's the catch. You're going by one day. So delectadorable, it's almost too good to eat. Just 1,300 a bun. What do you say? Sure. I didn't know about this. I mean, he kept talking about the Canary Bread the entire time. I should have figured to try buying. The Spirit Fight has a harsh wind. Without skill tree or spirits, it's impossible to get Jigglypuff. Oh, really? I didn't realize that would be some issue. Are there some spirits that are... Wait. Are you allowed to use spirits, or is it just skill trees that you limit yourself with? Sorry. A bun made of Canary's face. It can be used to restore 100 HP to a Pokemon. Okay. I'm pretty sure Moo Moo Milk or Hyper Potions are typically the better option. No buffs at all. Oh, I didn't even realize you were banning spirits as well. Okay. You know, Badcap, I think I've seen a video that basically did this challenge. You know what? Let me quickly look and see if that's the case. Because I know I've seen a... Oops. I know I've seen a video that specifically... that did something in World of Light, but I forget the specifics. Luckily, I already know the channel. I'm just trying to figure out what the limitations were. Probably been a few years too, so I gotta scroll through just a little bit. Oh my god. Either I passed it, or it's been a long time since this video came out. No, wait, there's Mario Odyssey, so I think I passed it. Yeah, something tells me I went too far down. Okay. That's the very end. Okay, yeah. I went too far. Let me try to scroll through again. Go a little bit slower. Don't really skim through. Oh, here we go. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. What's the full title? Without spirits or skills. So yeah, this is exactly what you were talking about. Crimson. Yeah, here. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Let me go ahead and pull up the video. I don't know if you want to watch it all the way through, but, you know, just in case, if you are curious. Okay, there's the video, there's the link, and I will paste it right in the YouTube chat. There you go. That's a link to the video. Because I was thinking about it, I'm like, wait, I think I saw something like this before. Alright, sorry. You were saying, I think you said it was on the roof? Get Canary Bread, go on the roof. I'm assuming you meant the roof of the same building. No? Different roof? Hold on. I don't know. How would you be able to figure this out? Actually, is there a new greatest gift? Oh no, that's Groudon Kyogre. Got it. Oh my god, is that a Shroob I hear? How's it going, Shroob? Apparently, Batcap is informing me about a side quest that's kind of hidden. You posted it in Discord, but I didn't really see it. I think it's time to quit the Whale Lords. We had our fun, but I think it's time to quit. Green marker is the location. I don't see an image. Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay, hold on. So you're saying... right over here. Okay, I'll take a look. Gotta get on your iPad and change it. Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time to quit the Whale Lords. We had our fun. Now it's just blocks the screen. I wonder if there's a way I can make a channel point redeem where I specifically changed the everyone's stream avatars to Whale Lords, and it's like a time limit thing. Like everyone's temporarily Whale Lord. I would call the redeem "Oops, all Whale Lord." Won't load on your phone, so you gotta do it on your iPad. Do what you have to do, Shrew. Do what you have to do. I went too far the other way. I need to go this way. Actually, no. I'm dumb. I needed to... That would be funny, but I don't know how I would be able to do something like that. Like, I don't know if you can really link stream avatars to channel point redeems like that. Okay, sound effects and stuff are linked to. Well, stuff like throwing bombs is already something you can do. I need to go this way. So, I guess it would be possible. Maybe? I don't know. It's something I would need to look into. But I would add something like that. That would be the only way people can use Wailord. Just redeem the Oots All Wailord. So you're saying after I get some Canary bread, I need to go around here? Nothing happened. Nothing's happening. Did you lie to me, Batcap? Or did you lie to me? Anyway, while we sort that out, I'm gonna head over here. Because I need... Well, I would like to get some Mudkips. Although it's probably Marshtomp and Swampert. But I need berries. Lots and lots of berries. I was gonna say, I thought I did this. But then I think I didn't have a donut, so then I just... That's what happened. Did your internet die, Batcat? I went to the spot you mentioned. Might appear after Rayquaza? Okay. We'll keep it in mind. It's just consistently makes you want donuts? I know, right? I'm kind of agree to that. Catch Pokemon detected, use catch window, destroy floating Pokeballs. Marshtomp! Actually, I need to use catch window. I don't think I got either of them. Okay, I got one. Okay, two. I'm okay with that. Because I could just evolve it to get Swampert. I have way less time to get berries, so I gotta speed up. I don't even need to get the points. Yeah, I don't even need to get the points. I'm just gonna try to speed through. Again, try to get... Is this it? This is it. Well then. This is a very small area. I'm just very susceptible for food suggestions. Speaking of food, the reason why I was late is because I had to spend time, because, you know, Christmas is coming up, you know, just a couple days, and I had to work on getting some food preparations ready to go for Christmas. So, I had to get, like, the deviled eggs boiled so we can get them done tonight. Apparently they can hold for a few days, so... Because tomorrow I have to get the potatoes peeled so it can all be pretty much ready to go the next day. That was not a good run. Love double eggs. I'm not really the biggest fan of double eggs, but, you know, I just have to make them. It is what it is. I gotta make more donuts. After the Rayquaza skins are revealed, that can unlock legendaries. So there are 5 legendaries after Rayquaza. Okay. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we typically bring the deviled eggs and the mashed potatoes. That's typically what we do. I wish I could just pull up the... I mean, I could pull up the list, but kind of wish it was just here for me to look at. So bitter doesn't need that much. Your mom needed a devil's pack for devil's eggs when you were a child. Used to hate eggs because the smell made you sick. So she used to make me ask one every year, hoping you would like them, or eat one every year. Didn't like them until you ate your mother-in-law's eggs. Oh, okay. You know, done like 10 of these, and only got one legendary one. God. Sometimes it just takes the right preparation, you know? Okay, spicy's done there. How many okay. There's that. Nope. You see, I don't have enough sweet here. Your mom uses horseradish. That sounds disgusting. That does sound disgusting. Yeah, I'm just not really a fan of deviled eggs, so I don't really eat them. Like, I'm fine with eggs, just not deviled eggs. What's going on? Okay. Yeah, I think I need to go in again. I think I really need more of these to really help. But that's for the Mega. Can I make the Alpha one? Maybe we can make this work. Sweet's done with one Tonga berry. Gotta make a lot of fresh, so Payapa berry can work. Well, this one also really works well with sour specifically. Spicy's done with one Koba berry. More sour. I need to use like 3 of those. Whereas if I get more of these, that can help out. But like, I'm not even close to bitter. How many bitters? Yeah, I can't make either of these. You gotta host a Farfetch'd tournament. Oh, wait. Oh, about stuffing potatoes. I'm more about the potatoes and the meat. The turkey, or for Thanksgiving, we just recently had like tri-tip. That was really good. I'm just making... I gotta make some donuts. I gotta go with... something like that. Because a quest requires one, and they don't appear often, so you got extra in case it needs one. You're talking about the whole Canary bread thing. Are you sure, like, I can get access to it now? Well, I like the idea, Shroob. Get a Farfetch'd tournament. Whoever wins is the only one that doesn't get to be eaten. Considering that the entire thing about Farfetch'd, base Farfetch'd, not Galarian, is that it is like it's endangered because people keep eating it. It's the one where you do the one Farfetch'd to get ambushed, right? Well, I'm just Shroob is just talking about a Farfetch'd tournament in general. You have a bunch of you have like 8 Farfetch'd fight each other. Whoever wins is the only one that doesn't get eaten. Speaking of Farfetch'd, I do need that. I do need the Igglybuff, but not as much. Okay. Invoke Farfetch'd's name and he shall appear. Make some chicken. You need to make some ducks, sir. I have never had duck before. Have any of you had duck? Is it any good? Wait, what the? What are you doing here? Oh, that... Is that the... Sapphire Power? Oh, okay. That's where Kyogre is. You know what? This makes sense. Duck is so freaking good. I have never had it, so... Wait, how is it different from chicken? Hey, one time I jumped about since. Maybe I need to try it one day. Like, to me, it just kind of seems like it might be no different from chicken. Why am I going over here? Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. I'm getting lost. I get distracted. You all distract me. Right. So it's been about that long, if not a little bit longer, since you had Duck. It's more moist and the flavor is like more savory. Interesting. You got a cousin that loves ducks? As a favorite animal and you would feel bad? Oh. You shouldn't feel bad because ducks are assholes. Don't feel bad. Ducks are huge assholes. Oh, here we go. Found it. Let's get that Farfetch'd. I have never had Goose either. If I haven't had Duck, there's obviously I probably wouldn't have Goose either. Because Goose just kind of seems like the next step up from Duck. Look at all those Farfetch'd. I need at least 2. I do like the concept of Galarian Farfetch'd. It decided to start fighting back because Farfetch'd just keeps getting hunted down and eaten. So it starts fighting back. And if I remember like the Pokédex stuff, the meat is more tough, so people don't really like it anyway. Goose is a little bit more greasy. But it falls apart. Turns its leak into a shiv, kind of. This is also a small map, too. Not getting many berries out of this. Some time, but how come I'm getting the small maps? Farfetch'd is the real Miku Pokemon. I mean, it uses leaks. That's it. That's all that needs to be said. You just chose the fast avatar. I mean, it is Snorlax. It's not the biggest avatar though, because that belongs to Wailord. Wait, where's this leak? Oh, there's more. I didn't know there was more past that. I was just like, wait a minute, where's the end point? Okay, there's more to this map. Not much more, but there's more. Again, I don't even need the points, I just want the berries, but I can't get the berries. Christmas crack? Are you really talking about... I don't know if I should know the answer to that, Shrew. You knew about fake walls. There's two. I didn't know there were... I forgot about the fake walls in the sewers. You know, Batcap, that really only happened, like, the one time, and you needed, like, the Chandelure to for story purposes, so I didn't really think about another fake wall. It's not like I could check the map. It's brittle? Oh. It's called Christmas crack. Okay. Wasn't sure. So is there another... Back kept saying there's another fake wall in here somewhere. Because I was going to say, this map is tiny. Now I'm just bashing my head against every wall. Just to see if any of them are fake. Gotta use some real fake doors. Sure needs to powder. You know what I mean? We gotta get some of that booger sugar. If I remember correct, Galarian Farfetch'd is kind of annoying to evolve. I think when I played Shield, or no, Sword. I think when I played Sword, I did use Galarian Farfetch'd, but it took forever to evolve. Because if I remember correctly, within a single battle, and so most likely you have to do a trainer battle, without fainting, you have to get 3 critical hits in a row. Like, it's something that ridiculous. Is this the only one? Back up, I'm only finding one hit. I'm only finding one fake door. Fake wall. We talk about fake walls. She's talking about crack. It's related. Other one at the end of the hallway. There's another one at the end of a hallway. I only see the one. We'll find a way to make it related, Shroog. You know, fake walls and crack, you know, we'll find a way. I'm assuming maybe it also has a circular, wall. I mean, I got time to explore. It's not like I could pull up a map. I thought I, like, bashed my head against every wall, but maybe not. There's, like, nowhere else to look, Batcap. Check the hallways. Nothing. Nothing. There's only 2 hallways here. I feel like I bashed my head against every wall. And so when you take crack, you see things. He is on crack because I think because he thinks those walls are real. I guess so. Again, you may be wondering, how can a robot get high? Well, you see, it's more the soul gets the phantom high. It's very confusing. It's the phantom high. Yeah, back up. I have no clue what you're talking about. 2 fake walls. I'm not seeing it. I think you're lying to me. Again, but just like that, that other side quest with the Canary bread. I think you're lying. And here I am, running in circles, bashing my head against the wall like a jackass. I think he is. I think he's messing with me. Because I have bashed my head against, like, every wall. Or at least it feels that way. I've been down the sewer like 5 times. I'm not finding any other hidden walls. Yeah, Badcap, I think you're lying to me. I'm leaving. I should have left like 5 minutes ago. Hey, Tyler. How's it going? By the way, I think we're done with Wailords, Tyler. You need to leave. You need to swap to something else. We had our fun yesterday, but now I think we're done with Wailord. Unless I eventually add a Oops All Wailord channel point redeem. That'd be funny. Canary Bread is how Zora appears? I didn't know Zora was here. Why do you keep spoiling shit for me, Badcap? I mean, Zora, it's not like a legendary or something, but still. Did I get more berries? Not really. I need to go to the... I need to go to a 4-star one. Wait, what? I don't think I can make the donut you want with this combination of ingredients. That was a limitation? You're gonna look into that real bit. I definitely want that redeem on your stream. That would be funny to have. Trying to swap? Do it. I didn't realize there was a limitation. That has never been a problem. I don't think I can make the... Oh, wait. Did I pick the wrong thing? I must have picked, like, the Omega one. I just want to make a donut. Okay, there we go. I picked, like, Omega or something. Still authorizing? Okay. By the way, Tyler, yesterday, during Final Fantasy XIV, I did manage to beat Ifrit. But I didn't realize the Ifrit fight was just the fight and nothing else. Like, there didn't really seem to be a dungeon to it. So, is there a reason to refight Ifrit? Because got me to think you might miss out on it. Right. No, I was kind of joking about the Canary Bread side quest. I figure it's probably there. I'm just poking fun. I'm poking fun, that's all. Because, like you said, it may be after Rayquaza. Okay. I probably should go there. Specifically. Oh, there's Zangoose! Oh, I love Zangoose, but I shouldn't probably go to that one. Because I don't think I need Zangoose for anything. Same with Cryogonal. Well, I did make 2 donuts. Maybe I could go get some... Oh! Oh, I need to go there. I need to go get Charcadet. Wait, that's Zangoose again? Okay, yeah. Are there 2 Zangoose ones? There are. I need to go get Charcadet. And I will have to make that trade at some point. But I do need Charcadet. Those are trials. Those are just fights. Not much reason to refight unless you unlock the harder version that actually drops stuff. Okay. Encounter power. Counter power. It's kind of the same thing. It doesn't really matter. Oh no. It's a bot and it's telling me to buy bot dealers. Okay, so there really isn't much reason to go refight Ifrit. Good to know. Honestly, I think Charcadet is pretty cool. There we go. That works. Oh, right, I should go buy TMs, too. I should make sure to do that. Now, I will have to make that Charcadet trade for the side quest. But if I have to, I could do that in between streams. Oh, are you Cubone, Tyler? Cubone's your favorite? You know, I always keep forgetting about Marowak. You know, Marowak is a Pokemon that I constantly forget about. But it's one of those Pokemon that I don't hate. I just, you know, it's just, there's plenty of other, like, ground types that I think about. Okay, Garchomp. Try that again. Granted, if I had to think of a ground type that I feel is underrepresented a lot of the time, but I do like, but at the same time I don't always think about, it's gotta be Sandslash for me. Like, Sandslash is a Pokemon I like, I don't always use, but then every time I think about Sandslash, I'm like, oh yeah, I really do like Sandslash. Great Pokemon based on how much you want to give them a hug, and they're at the top of the list. I mean, Cubone desperately needs that hug. That is a true statement. So you've heard the theory, obviously, about Cubone being like a baby Kangaskhan. Like, the original idea was that Kangaskhan was originally going to be a third evolution to Marowak. But for some reason or another, they decided to cut that aspect. Because people say the skull kind of resembles Kangaskhan. Well, I do think that theory holds more true. An alternate theory that I heard, an alternate theory that I've heard is that Cubone's mom is not Kangaskhan, or not originally meant to be Kangaskhan. The idea is, that alternate one I heard, is that it's supposed to be Charizard. Because one, Kangaskhan's ears are cartridge, but yet it's resembled in the bone. So there shouldn't be ears with the bone. But Charizard has the horns that are in a similar, if not the same place. But that wouldn't disappear after it's, you know, dead, because the horns are not cartilage. And there was something about Charmander's Pokedex entry being saying something like, every time a Charmander is born, the mother has to ignite the tail. So, the theory is that Cubone are just Charmander that never got their tail ignited. Because the mother dead. Thanks, Garchomp. Thanks for flying all the way over there and not getting the Pokeball. Hi, Orphan Maker. How are you? You know, one thing I've been wanting to ask Orphan Maker, it looks like you had to make a new account. Any particular reason why? Tyler, Shroob is constantly asking how would you rank Giraffe Bug in huggability. Don't run away from this question. Just like you keep running away from the Miku stream. Complicated? Okay, we'll just leave it at that. I will not ask further questions. But, you know, just had to make sure. You see, Orphan Maker's been a little bit, but I'm at the point where I'm in post game, and I'm trying to get Groudon Kyogre, but they require me to make specific donuts, which requires a bunch of high-ranked berries. And these are not high-ranked berries, but, you know, I need to get Farfetch'd. So, I'm currently doing the berry grind. It's kinda annoying. Just woke up very eepy. You know what? I don't blame you. I am also very eepy when I wake up. To the point where even if my dog wakes me up at a normal time to let her out, right? And I could just easily just go and do my morning routine. I'm still tired and I just crawl back to bed. And that is a flaw that I have to deal with. Because I could just get up and do my thing, but no, I don't. I got the Charcadets. Look at Skullpete back there. There's a lot of spikes. We'll have to be wary of not paying attention for a second. It could lead me to my death. Well, considering that, I believe Skullpete's spikes are also where the venom is located. You know, you would have to be careful. It just means you need to be careful on where you hug your Skullpete. That is all. Really, you finally finished your first playthrough of Coulter. Nice! How long did that take you, and how was it? How was KOTOR? That sounds like your fault, not the bug's fault. I mean, you just need to know where not to hug. And carry a bunch of antidotes on you. Took you about 20 hours while not doing all the side quests. Okay. If you were to have done all the side quests, how long do you think it would have taken you? Because 20 hours doesn't sound that long for an RPG. Oh, it was down here the entire time. I thought it was on the roof. So there's a lot of side quests, and they're usually pretty involved. Say maybe another 5 hours? Don't want to focus extremely hard whenever. Well, the more you hug Giraffe Bug, bad cat, the less focus you need to put in, because you'll subconsciously know where and where not to hug. It's that simple. It just sounds like a skill issue. You know, I should be catching so I can get the golden Pokeball. But yeah, a 25-hour RPG, that is not that long. That is not that long of an RPG, to be honest. The bug demands hugs. There. We can mix up for it with replay value, especially with the light and dark alignment system. That is true, considering that you could go on the good side or the dark side, or light side, dark side. I guess when you have an RPG, and RPGs typically take a long time to play through, and you have it with a new game plus feature. Having it on the shorter side is usually better. Granted, the Tales of games have New Game Plus, but yet, you know, those games are like full 60-hour plus RPGs on your first playthrough. And that's depending on whether or not you use side quests. There's a lot to do. But at least New Game Plus in the Tales of series, you can get, like, other stuff like EXP boosts. EXP boosts, money boosts, stuff like that. I wonder, is there any hidden walls? Now I'm trying to pay attention to see if there's a hidden wall now. In fact, you're complaining whether you should do a dark side playthrough of 1 before moving on to 2. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell sometimes. Found the 2 fake walls posting in Discord. Well, I'll probably look at them later, but... still looking around. There we go. Now let's see if I can get the golden Pokeball. Oh, by the way, I don't know if any of you saw or care, but at the end of March, they are releasing the Mega Man Star Force collection, which, like I pointed out, I will be playing. So it's like that's at the end of March. I'm excited for that. I like Battle Network. I enjoy Star Force, not nearly as much as Battle Network, but I do enjoy Star Force. And luckily, it's only 3 games instead of 6. Super looking forward to it. Okay, so you and your friends, second in tournament on Rocket League, not like a pro one. Nice, Crimson, very nice. By the way, switch away from Whale Ward. We've had our fun. We've had our fun, Crimson. You didn't even warm up and you made second? That is impressive. I have yet to play Rocket League. I hear it's fun, though. It is just soccer, but with cars. But yeah, I'm so gonna play Star Force. And I'm streaming it, just like how I did Battle Network. So you can definitely... I was gonna say look forward to that, but maybe you won't look forward to that. But you will definitely expect it. That is a planned one. The other game I plan to do at some point, once we get more information, is the next Fire Emblem game. I feel like those are the only 2 games... only 2 new releases, I should say, are the only ones that I'm planning for next year. Other than that, it's still kind of just my normal up in the air. Alright. So first... So I went in there just to get more berries. We have a side quest. I need the Farfetch'd, and I need to go there at night. Has to go over there. But yeah, other than Star Force and the new Fire Emblem, those are the only 2 new releases I have planned for next year. Other than that, it's just going to be my normal, you know, retro stuff. Find something to play, you know. Alright. Okay, we have a Farfetch'd. I need to give it the leak. Okay. I don't know what level I need. So I'm just gonna max it out. You'll be contemplating whether or not you should play with the cut content or not. You would say no, but considering it was only cut because the game was rushed and the mod officially endorsed, I think it'd be more complete experience. I guess I could see that. Posted proof of both fake lols, 100 level 100 needed. Yeah, I had a feeling. Because the last few missions, or last few side quests, kind of required me to be at a very high level. I have no idea what I should. Steel, Swords Dance, there we go. I'd rather have Night Slash. Poison Jab for fairies. Sure, we'll go with this. I don't know if it's the best option. Actually, wait. So you're weak to flying, psych. Well, it doesn't matter. You have too many weaknesses. Okay. And I gotta swap it tonight. In any case, you heard KOTOR 2 is really good. I mean, I heard good things about both games. Brave Bird, no fairy types in there, good to know. You really think Brave Bird? Well, I'm gonna try as is. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, I could just try again. I still haven't seen normal Farfetch'd in this game. I'm pretty sure... Oh, there it is. Speaking of which... What a fine-looking lake you have. I challenge you to a duel of Farfetch'd and Fate. Wait, why is that stock so huge? Is that a Galarian Farfetch'd? No matter. Have at you! Farfetch'd versus Farfetch'd. So, flying normal. My fighting moves are neutral. I don't know if I need a Swords Dance. I'm defeated. I underestimated you. Forgive my disrespect. Masterful stock-wielding technique, unflinching resolve against an oniony onslaught. You must certainly be a trainer of great renown. Oh, I feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 again. To best him with such a plub, a skillful display. Now it's my turn. I challenge you to the fight of our shives. My comrade's defeat is my defeat. I must avenge this dishonor. Wait, Galarian Farfetch'd? Ugh. Regardless, I shall fight with allium of my strength. Have at you! And all these... There's just 3 trainers that are wanting to mug me, basically. Maybe I need Protect. Feather Dance. Oh, never mind, just... It worked out. This worked out. Well fought. How are you supposed to get the 3 critical hits anyway? I concede! Such strength is surely one in a scallion. How relentlessly must one train to reach that level? I cheat and use EXP candy. I didn't even change my nature. So both my comrades have been bested. I mustn't let Lestrade Perot fall in disgrace. Did I even say that right? I am Bosch, leader of the 3 Leak Wielders, and the mightiest member of our gallant trio. Prepare yourself. You think your Galarian Farfetch'd can stop me? Time for the taste of the Kanto stock style. Have at you! They give... Wait, is this an alpha or is that the camera angle? That's a big Farfetch'd. It's going for focus energy. Oh my god. Dual wind beat. You see that? Spam false swipe on a level 5 until you get 3 crits. What are they going to do about it? Oh, I guess so. And I probably have to do that whole thing all over again. Okay. I do think maybe Aerial Ace is the way to... No, maybe Protect's the way to go. I don't need Swords Dance. But I need to protect against the flying move. I would have Shell Bell, but I need the leak. And of course, it's all the same text. But yeah, Tyler, does KOTOR 2 let you transfer characters, or is that just a Mass Effect thing? Damn it! Galarian and Farfetch'd, you're too slow. I could, give Farfetch'd a bunch of proteins. Yeah, I know the leak increases the crit chance. I used a Galarian Farfetch'd in Sword. Yeah, I know that's what it does. I even gave it Leaf Blade. I think I was gonna use the False Swipe, but maybe Gen 8 didn't have the False Swipe TM. Because I feel like I would have used it. Oh my god, it just used Dual Wing Beat and Aerial Ace back to back. Great. Okay, so Protect's not always the strat. I mean, we could try Brave Bird and see how that goes. Just like you kind of mentioned. Go ahead and set up the Battle Royale. A random guy in a random hotel room who wanted you to complete the bucket text gives it. Then why didn't I use it? Maybe I just didn't think about it. Speaking of False Swipe, I have to use Farfetch'd. I can't use Surfetch'd. Okay, I have Protect and Detect. Because I feel like I would have looked it up. But maybe I just never thought about using False Swipe. Okay, we're gonna start with running. Actually, no, let's just start with Brave Bird and see what happens. That didn't really help. Maybe I need to use proteins and increase my attack. Maybe give a nature. And I can't skip this. I have to deal with all the camera pans and stuff. I have to wait to speak to the text. Where's your food? You don't get food. You don't get any food, Bad Cap. No donuts for you. Okay, so how come I was able to one-hit KO this one? How come I was able to one-hit KO that one? I'm gonna go get a cupcake IRL. Do it. Do it. That is one big duck, sir. Think of how many dinners that is. With a duck that huge, that's dinner for a week. We shall try. You're going for focus energy for higher crits. And then went for dual wind beat. Yeah, okay. Snorlax based on the fact guy who worked on Red Boot. Yeah, I knew about that. I knew about that. I forget the name of him, though. Where are my... Alright, I got... It's not gonna be these. Obviously. Not gonna be keen items. Treasures. Where is it? Here we go. Proteins. Let's go the full EV training route. Okay. I need... Oh, let's buy a good... Yeah, let's just buy 10. And then how much speed do I have? 32, that's more than enough. Obviously, I think I would have to reset a couple EVs. You know what? If I have to reset a couple EVs because I got a few wins. Rest Syndicate. This is gonna be the strongest Farfetch'd you have ever seen. 5 Mega Shards. We're gonna clear off the slate for Farfetch'd. Because you got a few, and this is like the only way I could really get rid... Well, there's berries, but whatever. It's just easy to spend 5 shards. Okay, protein. 26 protein. Speed. 26 speed for Carbos. And then we'll dump a little bit into HP. There we go. Farfetch'd is EV trained. Adamant. I don't even know if it already was adamant or not. It probably wasn't. Alright, now that I'm more prepared... Fact against the Alpha. You walked away until he missed dual wing beat and then brave bird. Okay. I mean, yeah, that is an idea. I do have protect, so that is a option, but I can't protect all those moves. And I'm pretty sure at this point, a single Brave Bird is not enough. It's kind of funny how... It's like Galarian Farfetch'd is way better than regular Farfetch'd in terms of stats, but it's weak to regular Farfetch'd. It's kind of a weird trade-off, But at least Galarian Farfetch'd can at least be neutral on regular Farfetch'd with the fighting move. Not super effective, though. It's just kind of funny to think about. Oh, I must have actually got hit because I lost half my health. There's no way frickin' Brave Bird did that. Man, I really wish I had Shell Bell. I don't know how much it would matter. But no, I need the leak. This stops being funny the more times you have to go through this. It's more annoying. No! Shit! I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Damn it, gotta do all that again. I wasn't plus move attack before? I don't think that had anything to do with it. Actually, I wonder if I could just use a plus Brave Bird on the alpha. Maybe that will be enough. Because it already did a lot of damage before. I think I got Brave Bird off before that Aerial Ace. So I think we're good there. I did not think the side quest would take this many attempts. But when you only have a single Pokemon to work with, and you are weak to their moves, this is what a solo challenge ends up being like. Bird, go! Okay, so I got hit by dual wing beats. Oh my god. It was a sliver of health. If you recall, I won last time. So, I think it's a range. I think it's a range. Or maybe a crit. That could work too. Okay. Brave Bird Plus. Wait a minute, does that attack? Why does it seem like that attack is a lot faster with Press variant? Yeah, I think that was RNG. Just a range. Kind of annoying. But if I use the plus variant, we should be good. Guarantee it. The other thing I can do is use a bottle cap to boost my attack. Even just ever so slightly. Because I'm pretty sure my attack is probably not at 31. Now for the Alpha, and we shall see if the plus variant Brave Bird is enough. Because I want to be done with all these, with this side quest already. I'm tired of these same cutscenes that I can't skip. Might not talk much, do it. Do your Smash Challenge. And if you... I'm assuming you saw the video I posted about doing the exact same thing. So you have that as a reference to look at. You're going for focus energy? And a single plus move Brave Bird does it. Good. So, Eevee Train, have the right nature, and maybe have to use the plus variants. There we go. Want to be done with this. Most impressive. Now, those were some duels of daring do. Sorry about all that. To tell you the truth, we're real big fans of the movie Let's Try Perot. What, Three Musketeers? Or something? We've long dreamed of acting out a scene from the movie, with Pokemon battles just like those. But to make that happen, we need a Farfetch'd and his trainer strong enough to stand up to our trio. That's when you came into the picture. I sent you down this alley, and the rest is history. I didn't tell you the whole story from the start because I wanted to build up a little suspense. Oh, he started the side quest. It's a gain of middle-aged dad and Farfetch'd. That is true. I'm sorry for tricking you. Hope we didn't ruffle your feathers too badly. And they just wanted to recreate a movie, too. That's all this was. But thank you for making our dream come true. I got to quote all my favorite lines. I'll relish this moment till the end of my days. Our Farfetch'd played their parts gallantly, too. They were just reenacting a scene from the movie. And with that, Let's Try Perot shall stalk off into the shadows. Okay. So, let's do what Batcat mentioned. Let's use False Swipe until I'm ready to evolve. Yeah, Brave Bird was needed for that. And even then, I had to have a fully Eevee trained Farfetch'd. And I had one with the right nature. And I still had to use the plus variants. That was a crit. Nope. You have to get 3 crits in a row. The one problem with using False Swipe is that False Swipe itself doesn't have a higher crit chance. But Leaf Braid does. Or even Night Slash. Does it still have to be the same battle? See, look, I still haven't gotten another crit yet. It's a gang of middle-aged dads in Farfetch'd. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me leave for a second. Oh! I can evolve now? I only got 1 crit. Okay, well, we'll take it. Okay, something's not right. Let me look. Because maybe there's something more specific. Ah, it's my boy, Farfetch'd. I like Farfetch'd. It's just a pain in the ass to evolve. Well, it just says get 3 critical hits in 1 battle. But you saw I only got the 1. I'll accept it, but you saw I only got the 1. Did I mess up again? No, I didn't. Okay, good. We will take that. Alright. Now with that out of the way, I have to go make another donut, I think. Let's go see if I can make either of the two. Sheik is here, the worst character in the game for this run. Boy, the child. Check. I'm only seeing 3. It just says 3 crits in 1 battle, but I only got the 1, so there's obviously something else to it in this game. So Bitter's done just with this one alone. Sour's done, but I need a lot of fresh. Now I need sweet and spicy. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of one of those. No, we need a lot more sweet. 2 of these, 1 of these. There's gotta be something that boosts spicy and sweet. Like a lot, anyway. No. Wait, that's 60. That's 95. Dang it. Okay. 35. 55. Dang it. I don't think this is gonna work. This is not gonna work. At least I don't think so. I think I need more berries. See, this is the annoying part about the DLC, isn't it? This feels like it's padding. Okay, sour's done if I do 3 of these, so maybe I can build it up in other ways. Bitter's done if I do two of those. Sweet is done. Spicy's done. So the rest has to go in fresh, and dang it, not enough. Okay, maybe there's something else that can be done. Bitter was done with just 1 of these. No, Bitter was done with like 2 of these. So Bitter's important. We need as many fresh as possible. Wait. Hold on. Oh, I only have 2 of those. But then... Oh my god! We got it! We're going after Kyogre! Okay, I like the donut shape. It's time to go after Kyogre! We've done it! I've never made a donut quite like this one before. Behold, the Alpha old-fashioned donut. Way to go, Chef Ansha. Truly, we've got the most dedicated donut chef in all of Lumiose. I'm the one gathering all the ingredients. Yet you praise Ansha for everything. Hate you all. You all suck. Now Hoopa can get us into the pocket of hyperspace Lumiose where Kyogre's at. I trust you'll use it well. You worked so hard to gather the ingredients after all. Let's head to Wild Zone 5. I bet Karina will be there waiting for us. Still, we'll need to gather a bunch more berries for Groudon, but we'll take these wins while we can. Since we're dealing with Kyogre, we'll probably go with... We'll start with Ampharos, though. just in case I end up using Garchomp. I probably won't, but just in case. Kinda need that Mega Stone. So, wait, maybe in Galarian Farfetch'd case, maybe it's 3 critical hits without going to a Pokemon Center? Instead of 1 battle? Because I only got 1 in that Bunnelby fight. Technically, I think Kyogre's gonna go through Primal Reversion. Not Mega Evolution, but still. Go ahead and feed Hoopa that Alpha Old-Fashioned Donut, Scottbot. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's technically not Mega Evolution, but it's the same thing. So this is where Kyogre dwells. Come here, you two. Check this out. Huge blue crystals. Ignore the red one right there. Waterfalls from nowhere. Is this what Kyogre's subconscious looks like? Well, they do say Kyogre is the personification of the sea. The strength of its water-type attacks is supposed to be incredible. We can still take it on in between the 3 of us and our Pokemon. Let's go, everyone. Time to catch Kyogre. Guess we gotta trust our Rotom phones and take the plunge. Yeah, and just ignore the ceiling where it's just the upside-down version. And you can see blue crystals up there, too. So it's like both of them are bleeding into each other. So it's not really something that... It makes sense. You know, both versions are bleeding into each other. I do like this updated look of Kyogre's resting place, basically. It's not the Cave of Origin. I'm trying to see if we can, find Groudon up there. Like, if he's visible. He probably wouldn't be. That'd be a lot of work to put onto this indie dev team, to put the opposite legendary Pokemon up there. You know, that's a lot of work for this indie dev team. I shouldn't expect much. At the cave from Oras. Yeah, originally when you found them, not the... Again, not the Cave of Origin. It was that underwater cave. That was like in the middle of the ocean. Oh, is that Kyogre? We can't pull any punches. Gloves up, team! Well, it's made of stone, though. Oh, I like this. Kyogre just flies onto the battlefield. Alright, we gotta deal with normal Kyogre. Then after that, we got the Mega Form, kind of like Darkrai. Yeah, go ahead, target me. I'm the opponent here. Yeah, I have the aggro. He's so small. Yeah, from a small studio. It's basically a handful of people, right? Exactly. It is just a very small studio. You can't expect much from this indie dev team. You know, Pocket Pair was just being really bullies to their fellow indie game developers, you know? really unfair to other indie devs. Wow, this wild Kyogre even has thunder. Granted, that's what we do in PvP, but Kyogre doesn't usually have thunder. I think it's about time to... Oh, I can't heal. That's fine. Just keep going for the attack. If Ampharos fails, I can go ahead and get Victory Bell in here. Phase 1 done. Yeah, isn't Kyogre supposed to be larger than this? Oh no! Our fire-type moves won't work anymore! I'm so worried about my strategy, guys. There we go. I'm so worried that I can't use my fire-type moves anymore. Let's be honest here, Groudon got the better buff. And look, I prefer Groudon over Kyogre. That's just me. But I'm just gonna say, Groudon got the better buff here out of the two. Groudon being fire ground with primal reversion and having intense sunlight that makes it to water moves just don't work anymore. Yeah, Groudon got the better buff. But, you know, Mega Rayquaza is just straight up cheating, though. Yeah, Mega Rayquaza is just straight up cheating. Okay, Victory Bell it is. He spammed that move like 3 times. Good to know he'll spam that move 3 times. Okay, Victory Bell, just keep yourself healed. It's not like we can poison him. Because why not? Get something different. Although I think Leech Life is a lot faster than move. Put you back in the ball. Okay, good to know he uses this 3 times. Okay. I'm probably gonna lose. Yep, there it is. Kyogre's cannon size is close to Feraligatr size? Really? So does that mean Kyogre is supposed to be smaller, or is Feraligatr supposed to be bigger? That is a good question. I actually don't know. Keep progress. I think it's the difference because Kyogre has the width because of all of its fins, but Feraligatr standing up, you know, maybe that's a difference. feels so wrong that I could just restart from this late into the fight. Look, I know Pokemon is easy, but this still feels like way too generous in some ways. It even happened with the Darkrai fight too. I get a full heal. Like this doesn't feel. This feels too cheap. I know Game Freak said they specifically make the games easier now, but come on. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just bitching. I am still taking advantage of the of this though. Time to catch. And we gotta use a Great Ball for this. It's the perfect Pokeball for him. Yeah, give me the Alpha Orb, or the Blue Orb, I think it was. There it is. Shiny blue orb that is said to have deep connection to a legend of the Hoenn region. Way to go, Scottbot! You and me and Karina, we're unstoppable! Yeah, we're the greatest! I can't believe we caught Kyogre! No, I caught Kyogre! Lumio's toughest trio comes through once again! Excellent work, kids. Beating Kyogre is no joke, especially after it got even more powerful. But as much as I hate to interrupt your moment, I need you all to stop by my office. I'll be waiting. There we go. I could check the Pokedex to see how big Kyogre is. Oh, wait, no, we're going straight to this. You three didn't just beat Kyogre. You beat him when it was powered up. You sure are something. Whether Kyogre did it with that blue orb didn't sound quite like it was Mega Evolving. Whatever Kyogre did with that blue orb, whatever. So let me get this straight. There's both Primal Reversion and Mega Evolution in play here. Yeah, I lost the voice there. You got it. They sort of work in a similar way, but they're not exactly the same. Funny, right? Primal Reversion is when Kyogre returns to its original state and grows really powerful. Its blue orb contains an overwhelming amount of natural energy. When that energy, the orb's power, awakens Kyogre's true form, it becomes Primal Kyogre. You have it undergo Primal Reversion, revert to its primal state, Primal Kyogre. Yeah, I know. Glad I got to see Primal Reversion for myself. It's a big deal for me as the Mega Evolution successor. I'm glad this gave you something new to chew on. But you're not done yet. Get working on that Ruby distortion so you can go catch Groudon. You bet we will. We can't let Ansha down. That's right. Our donut chef deserves the best. So, why was I forced to come here? Why did I actually need to come here, Corbo? So yeah, okay, so Feraligatr is 7 feet 7 inches. If we go find Kyogre, 14.9, 14 feet 9 inches. What are you talking about, Batcap? I don't know what you're talking about. And then this is 32 feet 2 inches. I don't know, Batcat. I don't know what you're talking about. See right there? 32 feet. 14 feet 9 inches. 7 feet 7 inches. There you go, Batcat. Constantly lying and misrepresenting the Pokédex. Joking, give you shit. Okay, now we gotta go get more get more donuts so we can get more berries so we can get Groudon. We'll see what we can do. Dondozo is 39 feet. Dondozo is? Yeah, I remember Dondozo being huge. You know what? I might not even have a Dondozo. Yeah, I can't check. I can't check that. Size chart was wrong. You checked Dondozo's size, right. Alright. I want to use these berries. Let's make 2. Alright. Where to next? So, anything else? Wait, okay, wait a minute, what is that? Bug, grass, or ghost? I don't recognize that one, to be honest. I'm gonna fail who's that Pokemon. What else do we got over here? Well, I'm going over here. It's my only lead. Made sure to look up Dondozo's size and feet this time. You know, maybe when you were looking at meters, maybe it was all counting literal height. Whereas I think sometimes with the feet, I feel like sometimes it's counting the length of the Pokemon sometimes. Like, go look at Furret, for example. Like, Furret's a case where it's not really looking at... Oh, is this the guy that with the... Not showering Wigglytuff? Yeah, that's what it was. I feel like with Furret... Oh, sorry for... more distractions! Shiny Staryu! More distractions. Yeah! Sorry. With Furret, I think it's counting the length of Furret, not the literal height. Cofagrigus, evolution of Yamask. Is there something weird about Cofagrigus? I could look up Runigus. I don't have Cofagrigus. Oh, is that what the silhouette is? Is that what you're saying? Catch wild Pokemon and use the catch window. We need to gather berries. I do need Cofagrigus. That's the annoying thing about using basically space-time distortions. If you're missing Pokemon, you just gotta rely on RNG. And hope it just pops up. Ah, there we go. Yamask and Cofagrigus. Right, I gotta use the catch window. First, catch that. It doesn't help that I am like 10 levels under. Okay, on. Get back in the ball. Max revive. And then I forgot to give you back the shell bell. There, that will help. There we go. Want to choose what boss you have to beat with Sheik? Marks. Oh wait, you're in World of Light. You're not dealing with Marks yet. What are your options in World of Light? It's, isn't it Rathalos, Giga Bowser, and... who would the other one be? It's not Dracula. Oh, is it the one boss from Subspace Emissary? Make it the boss from Subspace Emissary. Yeah, Gollum. Yeah, go ahead and target him. As many berries as possible. The game gives me a lot of milk. Scarchomp trapped. He's trapped. Definitely not getting the golden Pokeball, that's for sure. Oh, it's too far away. If the calorie counter didn't drain as fast... Wait, 10 seconds, come on! Oh! That was cheap. A fully charged forward smash from Sheik. I don't remember Sheik doing that much damage, or even if it did do much damage, Sheik just doesn't have that much launching potential. Does 10%. Gallon's gonna take forever, yes. Yeah, Sheik's problem is that Sheik doesn't have a way to... Sheik doesn't have a launcher. It's basically just a bunch of chip damage, but if you have... Hey look, shiny Ghastly! Two shinies! I need to buy stuff. Steel Beam... I can't do that. Scale Shot? There we go. Just buy something. I don't think Yamask and Cofagrigus were a part of the side quest. Actually, let me look. So, I have the Charcadet, but I need to evolve. We need Feebas, Porygon, Indeedee, which I missed out on, because I saw it at one point. All three forms of Tatsugiri. Okay. what's kind of annoying? I don't remember Sheik being that bad in previous games, though. Like, wasn't Sheik really good in Melee? How come, like, they nerfed, like, Sheik's launch potential? EMS Confurious. Igglybuff. I'm not really seeing anything. I'm gonna swap it around. Okay, what do we got? Fire, not helpful. Another fire. Another fire. There's like 3 fires here. Ground, no. Another fire. And I just named off all the 4-star ones. Jeez, what's with the fire types? Okay, not seeing anything that's useful for me. Top tier in Melee and Brawl Smash 4 was alright. But here the damage sucks. It's like they wanted to nerf Sheik because of how good Sheik was in previous games. But it's like they overdid it. Okay. There's regular Meowth, which I do need. Not for, just for catching anyway. There's Mankey. Again, I do need Mankey. There's Mudkip. Do you like Mudkips? There's a lot of Pokemon I could get. But this is definitely one of those, do I get the missing Pokemon? Or do I try to prioritize getting berries? Because I need both. Even though it's not a 4-star, kinda want the Mankey. It's on ground level. Is it on ground level? I don't think so. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon I need. So 2 shinies today, that's nice. Staryu and Ghastly. At least Ghastly always looked like you could always tell it was a shiny. It was always Gengar that you can never tell the difference. Even though Sheik was definitely nerfed in the more recent Smash games, for sure. I bet you people, like, asked, hey, can we buff Sheik? And then, you know what they do? They nerf Greninja. That always happens. Every time someone else gets too powerful, they just nerf Greninja. Oh, I gotta catch an alpha. Not what I meant. I still haven't changed your moves. Still haven't changed your moves around. using bounce and flying press. Get in the ball. There. You've been wasting my time. Every time someone needed a nerf, they just nerfed Greninja even though it didn't need it. What? What's that? You want us to buff Sheik? How about we nerf Greninja instead? Excuse me? Oh no! I am trapped in the rock! And all these luchadors are after me! I mean, they're after my land shark, but still, they're after me! And yet, I kinda came here for Mankey. Where the hell's Mankey? That's the main reason I came here. Okay. Probably on the roof. Perfect. Oh, Mankey on the freaking roof. Not for the DLC. Would not be able to get Pikachu? At least before Bowser or Ganon? Wait, you're allowed to use the DLC characters in World of Light? Do you just get them automatically? I don't think I've ever tried World of Light after having the DLC. And how's that all work? There they are. I came here for Mankey, and it took me 10 minutes just to find them. Exaggerating, of course, but... Mankey, I get a Primate. There we go. And now I have enough for Annihilate. What was the requirements to get Annihilate? I know it... Wasn't it you have to use Raging Fist a certain amount of times? Or is it recoil moves? I forget the specifics. But I remember Annihilate is just constantly angry. I remember that being the thing about Annihilate. 20 Rage Punches? Thank you. I figured it had something to do with the move. But I couldn't remember. I don't know where the gold Pokeball is. Now they're the Mankeys. On ground level, where were they earlier? So I don't know where the gold Pokeball is. There it is. was gonna say, did I get it? Alright. Let's leave. Hisuian is the Basculin, Hisuian is the recoil one. Right. I remember there was something about recoil. But I wasn't sure if Primate was also recoil because, you know, it's constantly angry. So I figured maybe it hitting itself over and over and over again was part of it. But I forgot about the move Rage Fist. So that makes sense. So I could go get Meowth. Wasn't there like one other Pokemon I could go get? I think there was, other than Mudkip. Alright, let's go get Meowth. It does more damage the less HP it has? Oh, okay. That's why I'm being confused. Oh, I have no donuts. How dare I? Again, like, I don't think I used Annihilate. So, I really only just got Annihilate for the Pokedex. You know what? Let's see if I can make the Groudon one. I doubt I can. Sour's done. Bitter's done. Sweet needs a lot. Spicy. Why do I feel like I'm very close? Do we have one that's sweet and fresh? Like a good number of both? Why is always sweet and fresh are never in here? Nope. No, that ain't gonna work. Because this doesn't give enough sweet. We do need that to boost sweetness up. Do that. We could probably build up enough sweet somewhere else. Like here. Fresh and spicy. Okay, no. 10's not enough. What's... 55's not enough. But 55 wait. We're just a couple points off, I bet. Oh my god, we're still not enough. Okay, hold on. Go there. What did I have? Then we need spicy and fresh. Got it! Getting Groudon, baby! Let's go! And Crimson with the 45 stream streak. Thanks for constantly stopping by. Just in time for us to go after Groudon. We've done it! It's one of my finest works yet! Behold! The Omega Old-Fashioned Donut! Way to go, Chef Ansha. I'm pretty sure this is just the same dialogue. Yeah, this is mainly just the same dialogue. Please make good use of it. I'm sure gathering ingredients is no easy task. Quan Sector 11. Does Groudon have Kyogre stuff in his cave? We're gonna find out. It sounds like you weren't able to get to Groudon yet, Batcap, does it? Or did you not look? Okay, hold on. No, not change moves. We are going to change your held item. Make sure to... Gotcha, bite. So... It starts off as a ground type, so... And because of the sun, Greninja's not going to be the most useful. Hell, second phase Greninja's not useful at all. But I can utilize Ice Beam and Dark Pulse and just kind of bounce between those two, plus Nasty Plot. Victory Bell, I can use Giga Drain, but fire attacks. Ampharos, I have to... Oh my god. Like, first of all, let's actually swap your moves back. I had Bulk Up, but maybe I can get like Sword Stance instead. And I had not Rock Slide. It was Stone Edge. Do you not have? Wait a minute. When can Emboar learn Scald? Since when? Could get Blast Burn instead. No. Since when could you learn Scald? I don't remember that. Do you not get Sword Stance? Huh. You don't get Sword Stance. I'm surprised. Okay. For Groudon, I'd rather have Earthquake. If I'm gonna be using Emboar at all, I want Earthquake. Honestly, can't use your water moves, so I would have to rely on Ice Beam and Dark Pulse. Since always, no? I would have thought Emboar can learn Sword Dance, but maybe Emboar's too fat, can't dance. That's probably the reason. Victory Bell, if it gets hit with fire moves, it's not going to help, but that's what Giga Drain is to try to help mitigate. Ampharos is not going to be useful at all. I could use Earthquake and Aura Sphere, but Lucario's weak to ground and fire, so that doesn't help. So it seems like it's going to be Garchomp and Emboar mostly. And I am thinking of changing Iron Tail. So again, fire ground eventually. We have Earthquake. I could just do neutral damage with Aerial Ace if needed. Also, why am I not using Iron Head instead of... Oh, Iron Tail's stronger. Oh, the cooldown. I don't know. Shadow Claw? You know what? That's neutral. Stone Edge. I keep forgetting Garchomp can learn Surf. Not that it would help. I was actually just considering a liquidation and be like, oh wait, no, water moves won't work. Scorching Sands. May leave the target with a burn. It's another ground type move. It will be super effective. Oh, but special attack. Scale Shot? Increases the user's movement speed but lowers the defense. No, okay. We are going with Shadow Claw just for neutral damage. Maybe a crit chance. It's time to go after Groudon. I think going here will be fastest. The Scald of his is Hot Sweat. I mean... I guess the pig's salty sweat, you know, gets burning hot, I guess. Speaking of which, kind of, so, is Volcanon in this game? He should be, right? I'm surprised Volcanon so far hasn't really made an appearance. Like, no Mega Volcanon or something? If that actually happens, don't tell me, but I'm just kind of stating my thoughts that I feel like Volcanon should be a part of this in some way. Alright, time to go after Groudon. I think Groudon's gonna go through Primal Reversion, not Mega Evolution, but still, you're saying the same thing. Hot dog water? Exactly. That's exactly what, why Emboar can use Scald. So this is Groudon's world. I did not think we'd get both today. Come quick, you two! Yeah, I see some blue crystals. Ginormous red crystals! Lava pouring down! This is what it's like in Groudon's subconscious? I guess so. I'm no expert here. What do I know? What I do know is that Groudon should gain the fire type when it undergoes Primal Reversion. Good to know. Though I doubt just using water types will cut it against opponents like this. If the three of us could work together, we could do it. We could catch Groudon. Let's get to it. I mean, they're talking about using water. But the problem is, with his ability, it won't work. It's all in this cave. Yep. Yeah, it's like this is just the upside down variant for the Kyogre one. So there's the Kyogre map. Even if you could see Kyogre up there, I already caught it. You know, we're expecting a lot from this indie team. You were not paying attention at all in this cave? Oh, that makes sense. Might not work. It's a hint. Yeah, they were just implying that water-type moves may not be enough, but they didn't outright say it's not gonna work. But that is your hint, I guess. I didn't expect the legendary Pokemon Groudon to look so stiff. Watch it. I don't think it's staying still for long. I never really realized that Groudon and Kyogre were basically encased in stone the entire time. I never really caught that. Have any of you played Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and was kind of disappointed that you couldn't fight against the Mecha Groudon? Because I kind of was. I could still probably utilize Greninja here. At least for the first phase. He'll probably go faster. I just can't use him in the second phase. But yeah, Greninja's really helping right now. I should be using Ice Beam. Oh, there's Sunny Day! Or Solar Beam, my bad. Hey, does Groudon get Solar Blade? Because that would be really good with Groudon. I mean, I have Solar Blade TM. I can check after this. There's phase 1 down. Primal Groudon. You got the buff you needed. Let's see. See in action. Yeah, I don't think it worked at all. Doesn't seem to affect Groudon. Well, I can still use Earthquake. I definitely should heal. You watch someone come in here with a Meganium, Gallade, no water, no ground, and a dream. How'd it go? I mean, grass is neutral on him. Again, I even pointed out I could use Victory Bell. The problem with using Victory Bell, though, is if he gets hit by fire moves. But if I'm correct, doesn't the sun power up grass moves? Or is that just to speed up Solar Beam? Actually, you know what? Maybe it's some abilities like Chlorophyll. Maybe that's more what it's about. Oh, he's going for a super. Yeah, I'm not gonna let Garchomp deal with this. I learned my lesson against Kyogre. Again, if you're curious on why I just called him Kyogre, if you ever watched the Gen 3 anime for Pokemon, the Ruby and Sapphire stuff, they had the not Who's That Pokemon, they had the Poké-Rap version of Gen 3. And for some reason, in their Poké-Rap, they called him Kyogre. Hits. More hits. There we go. Groudon's done. Couple max. Okay, hold on. Let me read that. They won through the power of 25 full restores. That would do it. And a couple of max revives. Speeds up solar moves. Allows harvest, chlorophyll, and solar power to activate. True. That's what it was. Yeah, it doesn't power up grass moves, it's more for the abilities. Can they also say Arbok evolves into Viper in that one? Yep. And Combuskin beats a Psychic type? I don't remember that one. I remember the... What Pokemon does evolves into Viper? If you said Arbok, you were right. It's time to catch Groudon. Look, I blame 4Kids for a lot of things in their dubs. However, that's not a 4Kids decision. That was in the original anime, wasn't it? Because didn't the original anime have their own Who's That Pokemon? Actually, wait a minute. Did 4Kids create the Who's That Pokemon, or was that in the original version? Because maybe 4Kids did do that one. I'm just trying to not be as mean to them when I actually should be. Because I was thinking they didn't create the Who's That Pokemon, they were just, you know, doing their traditional localization. Yes, Scottbot! And you too, Tawny! Way to go! We're just too good. Not bad, kids. Lumios's toughest trio has done it again. How does he know immediately that we've stopped Groudon? Is he watching us? Does he have, like, the cameras watching in? They named Pokemon wrong. I think one had Nuzleaf called Beautifly or something like that. Because he's amazing. I know in the early Gen 1 anime, there was a Officer Jenny that called her Growlithe Arcanine. Lumios's toughest trio has done it again. Now, while I'm sure you're still enjoying the glow of victory, I've got some questions. Come by my office. Now, granted, it is Corbo's job to kind of, find out everything he can to get dirt on people, so I shouldn't be surprised on that front. You have a tracker on you? That is true. We all have a tracker on us. It's called the Rotom phone. You caught Groudon and Kyogre, two legends of the Hoenn region. I know it couldn't have been easy. Well done. Looks like it's finally time for us to track down Rayquaza. We'll be finished on analyzing the blue orb and the red orb soon. Seems like data analysis is the Rust Syndicate's main job now. What kind of organization are we these days? A civic think tank? Civic think tank? Lumios's... Wait, you're volunteer do-gooders? Don't forget who you're dealing with, kid. Once folks are in our debt, we can put them to work for free, helping us shape Lumios just the way we want it. That's all. Again, showing Corbo's just a threat right there. I'll just make Deontay fight Rayquaza. Right. That's a good point. Sorry for the wait. Allow me to return your blue orb and red orb. You stole it from me? You were quite right about the prodigious energy they contain, Miss Karina. You can have to undergo promo... Yeah, why are you telling me this information again? I believe someone else wanted to weigh in, too. What do you have to say, Professor Mabel? I'm the lab's acting director, not a professor. I did not ask for students. I understand, Professor. Could you tell us what you've learned? You little... Fine, let me sum up what we know. Our inciting incident is when Darkrai got pumped full of all that mega power oozing from the tower. Long story short, its nightmare-generating powers skyrocketed and Hyperspace Lumios was born. The makeup of Hyperspace Lumios reflects the subconscious thoughts of people and Pokemon, which I guess is why it's so weird there. But you've already figured out that much on your own, haven't you? Let me clarify one thing, though. It's not just a reflection of subconscious thoughts. It's dreams. And I mean dreams of all kinds. Both the ones you can't control at night, and the things you're actively wanting and wishing for. Great lesson, Professor. Bravo. Now, could you tell us how we can find Rayquaza? You have to generate Rayquaza's realm of Hyperspace Lumios by actualizing a related aspect of subconscious as a basis. Actualizing what? Basically, what she's saying is we have to manifest Rayquaza. Now explain to me like I'm a four-year-old. Basically. Can you slow down and try that again for the less egg-headed among us? You have to wish really hard. I think it might be doable now that you caught both Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. Getting closer to your goal is probably making it easier to picture catching Rayquaza. And that's made you even more motivated. I'm right, aren't I? So take that mental image of motivation, then dial 'em up and make it happen. I get it, I think. Not sure if that helped or made things even more confusing. Look, Buster, my job is studying Pokemon energy. I'm not automatically a hyperspace expert just because I have a fancy lab at my disposal. Who's the big dreamer trying to get a meet and greet with Rayquaza in the first place anyway? It's Corbo. Was that your idea of a joke? Good one, kid. Look how hard we're all laughing. Corbo getting the great lines. I suspect you listened to the professor's non-expert opinion, Scottbot. You gotta get Ansha to wish as hard as she can for you to encounter Rayquaza. I'll get on it. That little lady sure is something. She wanted to meet this mighty Pokemon so bad that her dream got mixed up with Darkrai's power to make nightmares, and look where we are now. That's one heck of a powerful dream. But back to the topic at hand. Thanks, Professor. I'll call you again if we need you. The next time you call me will be your last. I'll get Ansha caught up on all this. Go do your thing, Scottbot. His job is to get things done, not listen to pseudoscience. Again, Corbo gets all the best lines in this, in my opinion. Especially, like, in that case when I basically just ignored what he said, you know, kind of being an idiot. Professor, you use too many big words. I'm not a genius here. Stop talking smart and explain dumber. Hey, welcome back. Where's Ansha? Both Ansha and Karina are in Karina's room. As soon as Karina got back, she told Ansha that what the three of you learned from the Rust Syndicate. Then Ansha asked to hear all about your battles with Groudon and Kyogre. So Karina said she'll tell us the whole story in mega detail or something. It was rather hard to follow it all. Care to fill us in directly on what you were told by Corbo? So, the reason Ansha wanted to hear more about your battles with Kyogre and Groudon was so that she could imagine you catching Rayquaza next? Seems likely. She's probably hoping to reinforce that dream of hers in finer detail. I guess a little visualization could go a long way. Would it help if I actually showed her Groudon and Kyogre? Is any of this really necessary, though? What do you mean? I mean, Ansha's wish was already plenty strong. That's how she found Rayquaza in the first place. Well, no, that doesn't make any sense. She didn't know about Rayquaza until she already saw it. She made her dream to catch Rayquaza after catching Rayquaza. Or after seeing Rayquaza. She didn't have the dream to catch that fine legendary Pokemon before seeing Rayquaza. I feel like that doesn't make any sense. They're having the talk. No, Ansha's too young for that. I suppose so, but there's no harm in letting her continue what she started, is there? Assuming I read that correctly. Hey, the gang's all here. I'm newly impressed, not just by the sheer wonder of Hyperspace Lumiose, but by all of you, and the legendary Pokemon you battled, too. So you heard the whole story from Karina. Indeed, Miss Karina told me all about your hyperspace exploits, Scottbot. I can picture the noble Kyogre and a grand Groudon in perfect detail. How about I just show you the two? I'm quite confident that I'll be able to imagine the pocket of hyperspace Lumiose where we'll find the fine Rayquaza at last. So we're helping a child catch a massive legendary? Yes. Although I'll probably catch it and keep it for myself. Okay, Now that you got a good mental image, let's put some real oomph behind it. Ansha, how about you remind us why you want to meet Rayquaza so much? Because, you know, it's been a while, we kind of forgot all these details. Alright, I'll tell you everything from the start. Let's go to the roof, I guess. What, we have to have our... nice thinking. Rayquaza is the sky-high Pokemon, after all. It'll be easier to imagine from up high. Sounds good, let's roof it up. The 6-year-old wants a giant cyber snake in the sky. Pretty much. Hey, this roof is where you first showed up to, right, Ansha? Indeed. Hoopa transported me here. Hoopa sure picked the right roof. No one else but Team MZ could have handled this hyperspace stuff so well. Okay, Ansha, tell us again. Why do you want us to meet Rayquaza? Or why do you want to meet Rayquaza? Give us the details so we can all picture it crystal clear. Again, we gotta give our recap episode. At 10, you're not a freaking kindergartner. Yeah. Wait, all legendaries are caught by 10-year-olds. This is nothing new. 10-year-old, not a freaking kindergartner. Look, if kindergartners can attempt to be champions and have level 60 Pokemon, I think they could catch legendaries. Alright, it all begins with a story that I love very dearly. Listen close and I'll tell it to you. If you forget Black and White 2, Shroop, once you go, like, towards the beginning of the first game, you'll fight kindergartners with, like, level 60 Pokemon. And 10-year-olds get to have flamethrowers for pets in the world, that's true. A long, long time ago, in what people call the Primal Age, the world was overflowing with natural energy. I want that picture. Just to have. In that time, there was Primal Kyogre, bolstered by the power within the blue orb. How come these two look completely different? How come these two look different? Is it just, like, what the ancients thought they looked like? But wait a minute, hold on. In that time, there was Primal Kyogre, bolstered by the power within the blue orb. So wait, is there a Primal Kyogre? And a Primal Groudon? I have questions. Or maybe this is just the ancients' interpretation of the two, for all I know. I don't know. So too was there Primal Groudon, with the might of the red orb at his beck and call. Again, they're implying the red orb and the blue orb existed even back then. Let's set up the Battle Royale. They fought over the world's natural energy in endless, furious clashes. When Primal Groudon roared, the earth began to swell. The waters were evaporated into dust. When Primal Kyogre bellowed, torrential waters flowed and massive downpours eroded the earth. For 20 days, these two mighty Pokemon battled from sunup to sundown. The ferocity of their clashing scarred and warped the world itself. I feel like this is new lore, isn't it? Was Team Aqua and Magma not stupid after all? They were stupid. Excuse me? The people of that age, the Draconids, were at loss. Whatever could they do? Oh, probably, this is probably in reference to the Zinnia, what's her name? Zinnia? Like her tribe? They wish with all their might for Rayquaza to descend and save them from destruction. The Draconids wishes must have reached Rayquaza. There appeared before Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon in dazzling light, and in it was Rayquaza in a sublime and incredible form. Again, okay, we kind of already knew this lore, but it's kind of being, added on, isn't it? Like, there's more to it. But your Snorlax saw the Lentigan was just at 1 HP. It just walked the other way and died to shoot. Yeah. Okay. Robbed of their primal forms, they fled to the faraway depths of land and sea. Wait a minute, Rayquaza got rid of their primal forms? The Draconids came to revere Rayquaza as a true savior, and there our story ends. And also, Groudon looked kind of fluffy there a little bit. I still can't believe we're actually meeting Hoenn's legendary Pokemon in Lumiose of all places. Incredible, isn't it? That part about Rayquaza's sublime form sounds an awful lot like Mega Evolution. Rayquaza's supposedly got something in its body called a Mikado organ that has the same power as a Megastone. Oh, bullshit. Are they retconning that detail? Are they retconning the whole thing where Rayquaza ate the meteorite that had his Megastone in it? Are they retconning this? That means Rayquaza can Mega Evolve into Mega Rayquaza all on its own. A Pokemon that can undergo Mega Evolution without needing Megastone. Wow. Yeah, Rayquaza's Mega Evolution is crazy strong. I totally get why you want to meet it so bad, Ansha. My dear mama read me that story quite often. Okay, I was gonna say, how do you know all this story? Got it. I came to love this story and admire Rayquaza so much that I would dream about it. Isn't it noble, Rayquaza, savior of the Draconids? I can see why you want to get it for Diantha. A mighty Pokemon for a mighty mom, huh? Your love for Rayquaza sounds like the real deal, Ansha. I'm sure your dream will be strong enough to create the hyperspace distortion we need. What? I guess that actually worked. Again, I'm gonna nitpick here a little bit. Megastones were only created, I think, what, 3,000 years in the past? Because AZ fired the cannon. That was the first time Megastones were created. So, did the event of Primal, Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza happen before or after that cannon fired? Because if it was before the cannon, then Rayquaza shouldn't have Mega Evolution. But if it's after, then at least that makes sense. But it feels like that's more recent history. But still, looks like we have Scuffbot's back. Give me a second. Maybe I'm nitpicking here, but that's just an immediate thought. I gotta fix Scuffbot. And come on. You know, you kind of wish AZ would have said something, be like, hey, AZ, were you there when all this happened? Or did you know about this? I mean, you were alive at that time. We managed to gather some data on this latest distortion. The signals we detected coming from this distortion are the wavelengths very similar to those emitted by the blue orb and the red orb. We believe this distortion leads to the location in hyperspace Lumiose where you'll find Rayquaza. At last, I'll be able to see the fine Rayquaza again. Guess we're about to witness a dream coming true. Sure are. One more thing. Much like with Kyogre and Groudon, this special distortion requires a special donut. Damn it! Please, Scottbot, gather lots of data so Mr. Phil and his team can develop the perfect recipe for us. When you do, I'll make the mightiest donut of all. I know I won't fail, because I got all of you on my side. That's not a... Like, that expression looks awkward, to be honest. Her with the mouth open. That did not look right. I have to get a lot of survey points, and then I have to make a special donut. Damn it. And what? No side quests? What is this? Ugh. Guess next up is just to build points, but you need a lot of berries, and I still got a lot of Pokemon to catch. Next time. Next time. Because I probably should get some stuff to do. Thanks for everyone who showed up. I am doing these streams Monday through Friday at noon Pacific time. If you want to see those streams that are not on Twitch anymore, they're on YouTube at ScottBot64 Stream Archives. There's a link in the About page. No stream tomorrow, and no stream Thursday, because it is the Christmas. Maybe Friday, we shall see. That's kind of up in the air. If I don't stream on Friday, I'll see you next Monday. Have a good day. Later.